she came after your birth. Because I was so tired. I labored for you days. You know. So I was in labor for 40 hours. When I saw her caring for you, I saw how she must have cared for my brothers and I when we were babies. You know, I was all, you know, when I was pregnant, I knew everything. I'm an OB nurse, and I've taken care of pregnant moms, and I've taken care of critical infants, and I'm going to know everything there is to know about taking care of a baby. And then I get home with him, and I'm like, Mommy, what do I do? You know, she was there. She was my teacher. And as, you know, she would come to visit us often. And when you get, I hope you get a chance to look at the photo albums that we've placed at the front out there. And there's lots of pictures of her playing with you. And she would like to visit us at Halloween. So there's some pictures of her playing dress up. And she's like a cowboy in one and a doctor in another. And I don't know. And Grandma lived in Galveston for a while. And as I became a single mom, she helped me take care of you. And she gave us love and support and her strength, which is what I'm doing right now, is with my strength. So you became an aerospace engineer, though slightly different than me, what you did. And she was very proud of that. And when you get that first plane out and flying, she's going to be looking down and see my grandson made that. I love you. And she loves you very much. Mom was strong. She inherited this from Abuelita. As you know, Abuelita was a widow at a, you know, relatively young age, had to learn how to care for her family. You know, when Daddy used to work with Jovita Perez, and then he decided he wanted to start his own business. And, you know, money was short. She would tell stories of how they did pinch pennies to make ends meet so that Daddy's business could thrive. Initially, she worked as Daddy's bookkeeper, you know, to help, and then eventually, you know, she was able to get away from business, and she would still help out sometimes part-time as his bookkeeper. She stood beside him as his business grew, and it did. And she was so proud of her husband. And when she and Daddy reaped the rewards of his success, she remained humble. She was not a lady going to, you know, the flashy and this and that. You know, she had some nice things because Daddy insisted on her having nice things. But, you know, that was not an excess for her. She remained humble. Of course, you know, she took care of my daddy during his illness. It was very hard. She loved him so much that she would have done anything. And even after he passed, she was like, I wish Daddy were still here, even though he was so sick. But she also knew that Daddy had gone on to his eternal rest with God. She was heartbroken. She was fatigued. It was hard. But she pulled herself together and she got her life back in order. And so I saw this and I learned. She taught me many things. She taught me to cook. She taught me to wash my own clothes when I was very young because, you know, I needed to know these things. She taught me how to clean house, though I probably didn't do as often as she wanted me to. She taught me to sew. She taught me to crochet. She taught me to knit. She taught me to bake. She taught me to dance. She taught me to balance a checkbook. She taught me to be respectful, to be appreciative, to be on time, to be a lady, to behave, to select the proper shade of lipstick. Pink is her color. She was beautiful, as you can see, as a young lady and as now. Beautiful skin. Everybody always commented how beautiful her skin was with complexion. She always had gray hair, beautiful eyes, and a smile that warmed the heart of everyone, especially my moms. I remember her way of getting what she wanted with Daddy. She would, Daddy was taller than her. He was 6'1", something like that. She'd go and kind of grab onto his arm and kind of back his. Ay, viejito. For those of you not familiar, ay, viejito. Viejito is a term of endearment in our Hispanic culture. It translates literally my little man. Some people refer to people as my old man or my old lady, and it is very common in the Mexican culture to call each other viejo, vieja, viejito, viejito. And so my parents called each other viejo, vieja a lot. I don't even remember if they used their names, to be honest with you. Mom was beautiful, but her physical beauty is surpassed by her soul, the beauty of her soul. But she still has. She is her soul now. And like Rico mentioned, she's in her wedding now, which is wonderful. And thank you, Fina. For making that wish come true. But she was a very gracious, charming lady. All the way to the end. Mom was in her care home. And when I went to visit a year ago, she would go kind of in and out of phases, where she was more talkative and some where she just wanted to sit there and goes right. So when we were visiting, she was in one of her quiet phases, and we were just sitting with her, just talking. We were doing talking. I know she was listening. But at one point, she kind of looked up and smiled at my husband. And she said, "Esposo." Now, my husband's a Yankee. He doesn't know Spanish. Some of you think he might look Hispanic, but he's not. French Canadian all the way. Parlez-vous. But he knew what he was saying. He says, "Did she just call me your esposo?" I said, "Well, it's esposo, but if you want to call it esposo, that's fine." He said, he lovingly calls himself my esposo. Thank you, honey, for being my rod during this time, and for being my viejito and my esposo. I love you. Very much. She was a lady, and I'll just share this. This is one of the side stories. So sometimes, as you know, making funeral arrangements, things get a little rough, and unpredictable things happen. And I had a little bit of a discussion with some people, and I tried as much to be a lady as I could, and I didn't think I was anything too over the top. I don't know. My brothers might disagree, but anyway, Mom wouldn't have done that. She would have remained quiet and be a lady, and then ask Daddy to do it. But she was always a lady. She was devoted to our Abuelita. When Abuelita was starting to get sick, and she had some health issues, and she had learned that a certain hierbita, cenizo, was good for Abuelita's ailment. And we'd be driving along, "Stop, viejita, there's some cenizo over here." So we'd have to pull over. She'd pick some cenizo and she'd make a tea out of it for Abuelita. And it soothed the ailment. I can't remember what the ailment was at the time. She made sure she was well cared for when she lived with us, and then when Abuelita went to the nursing home. She inherited Abuelita's love for birds, pajaritos, and I had pajaritos for a while too. And her canary Chachito, she bought shortly after moving to Tucson is still alive, little yellow canary. He doesn't see much anymore, but he's there. Mom inherited Julita's love for carnations. Y'all remember Julita would grow carnations? And Mom inherited that love, and so did I. I work in a hospital, and occasionally patients will leave behind flowers. And this particular it wasn't but a week before Mom died. One of the girls came and said, "Oh, this patient left these flowers," and they were pink carnations. And she said, "Who wants them?" And I'm like, "Me, please." And I shared with them then how my Juanita loved the carnations, and my mom also, and Ellie. This part I cannot do justice. She was a devoted wife to my father. Carlos and Ricardo and I were blessed to grow in a home where parents truly loved, honored, and respected each other. Okay, let's see. They were one. Daddy and Mama. Y'all know the bowling. They loved bowling. Daddy got hooked on bowling, so she loved it too, because he did. Daddy liked football. Football, we'll get into that too. My brothers were both, one was at UT, one was at Notre Dame. And there was a year back, what did we say, 71? 70, when UT and Notre Dame played each other in the Cotton Bowl. And so, of course, my mother was like, who do I root for? So, you know, she did the fair thing. One half for one team and one half for the other team. And I can't remember what the outcome was, guys?
No, let's not go there.
Okay.
Not fair, this will be cut. They played again the next year, and then Notre Dame.
Not that year.
So actually, you got to split one win on one and one win on the other. Just like Wayne Mother would have it.
Mom would have won it. That's exactly right.
She had to let the older sibling win first.
Proper order of things.
Quiet evenings at home. Daddy would, they would have each a little cervecita. And then Daddy would go and get a cycle and say, another one, viejita. And so Mom would say, no, I'm too full. But Daddy knew. He'd come back with his beer and a glass. Because once he'd sit down with the second beer, he'd go, maybe a sip or two. Yeah. She is back with her people, her husband, her soul. And the peace that I feel for her is immeasurable. I have no words for it. She's back with Dad. Carlos, you were the firstborn. Carlos, Jesus Chapa Jr., Carlitos, CJC, and occasionally Charles. She beamed at the mention of your name. You know, Carlos was in the Navy during the Vietnam War, and she fretted over that. And I remember that very well. Now there's a picture, I can't remember if it's in the book anymore. There's a photo of us, it's a photo of Daddy and Mom with Carlos at, what did you say about San Diego? Oakland, California. He was getting ready to go to his ship. And he's all handsome in his uniform. So cool. But the look on Mom's face is one of a mother worrying about her child. So so he came back after he got out of the Navy. He worked for the Department of the Navy and the Department of Defense. And so in order to gain security clearance, they have to go through an interview process. They actually went to Laredo, interviewed neighbors, and just, I don't know the types of questions they asked, but And she was so proud of that. She loved telling people that. Ay, que el gobierno, they came to the neighbors, y al vecino asking questions. She made sure everybody knew that. So I just want y'all to know that when my son had to get security clearance, they came asking questions. And what was your highest security level? Top secret. My brother and my son. She loved you very much. She hurt for you when things got rough. She wanted to scoop the three of you up into her arms. But Carlos, she knew you could do it. And she knew you were a good father and would take care of your son. She had faith in you, and you did. She got to meet Carmen, and she got to see you happy. And she said he's like a teenager. Mom's cognitive abilities were starting to slip soon after. So it's wonderful that she has those memories of you as happy again. You took care of and still do the financial end of things for us, taking the weight off Big Gordon. Thank you so much. You've been strong. Both of you have been strong for me. And I thank you for it. Love you. Rico, the middle child. She loved you greatly. She saw the Ramirez traits in you. She knew your tender heart. She'd tell me that when I was a baby, you used to sit by my crib watching me. That's true, okay. She was very proud to tell that to people, about what a loving brother you already were, even as I was just laying there doing nothing but peeing and pooping in my pants and asking for food, She was so proud of you, everything you did. Valedictorian of his graduating class in high school, St. Joseph's Academy. Accepted to Notre Dame University. She was a little puzzled about your hippie years. But she knew it was a phase, and that was still her son underneath the long hair. She and Juanita both fretted about the long hair. It wasn't that long, really, but to them it was long.
And the beard.
And the what?
The beard.
Oh, yes, I did the big, philosopher's beard. She was cheerfully involved in the lives of you and Fina and your children. And in turn, you, Fina, and your family cared for her in her last years with love. Fina, I thank you so much for loving my mother as your own. As much as Carlos and I tried to be there for you two, you and your family to go, you took the responsibility. And with love. And I thank you so much. How many times have you watched The Three Stooges and Tom and Jerry and Laurel and Martin? Because Mom enjoyed the old TV shows because it was a very physical kind of comedy and humor, and so she could relate to that without having to understand what they were saying. What is it called? Slapstick? Cut, comedy. And every night He had this little routine of what videos in particular order would work for Mom to keep her entertained. And you prayed the rosary with her every night. And on the rare occasions that you were able to take vacations, Carlos and I would fill in. And I would try and sit there and do the rosary with her, but I couldn't do it as well as you do. And so she'd stop me. That's not the way Rico does it. And I'm like, okay, well, duly noted, let's move on. You had the privilege to be with her in her last days. You gave me the privilege of being able to speak into her ear in the last day. And we were able to pray for, this is God's work, my friends. We prayed on the phone together for a peaceful passing of my mother. And the next day she died. Prayers were answered. God answers prayers. There is no doubt. I love Rico. I could go on and on. I don't really know what more to say. 93 years are a lot of memories for things that Mom did. If anybody else would like to share some stories about her as your grandmother, PI, friend, whatever it may be, we'd love to hear you. We appreciate your love and your support. And I want to acknowledge that a very dear family friend has joined us today. Maria. You all saw her. Saw me kind of lose it as she came in. She was there with Mom. She held Mom in mainly taking care of me. The boys were older, I think. I can't remember how old you guys were when Maria came to church. My mom trusted Maria with everything. I love you, Mama.